The journey with Aston Martin continues. Welcome back, everyone, to some more F1 2021 driver career mode. We're heading on to the United States Grand Prix after a struggle session in the Japan Grand Prix. We got a bit unlucky, let's put it that way, with the safety car deployment there. And sadly, we were unable to score some big points, but we are moving on to United States with a better chance of getting some points. Let's see if we can do that here today. Before we continue, though, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure that red subscribe button down below is pressed. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next video goes live. More F1 content will be going up on the channel on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for your support. And let's move on with today's Grand Prix. Big upgrades required today. Let's take a look and see. Nothing new has come through, but we also expect a couple items to come through. As you can see on the list here, we got tire blankets and rotors coming in before the US Grand Prix. Let's see if we can slide another upgrade in. Actually, I'm going to do the weight redistribution. Fuel tank positioning. This is a major upgrade that'll come before the Australian Grand Prix, so we'll miss this during the Americas tour of the F1 season. So we'll do that before the Australian Grand Prix, and now we have no resource points, so we'll have to see how much we gain. Nothing too major coming through. We are still third from the bottom after a series of upgrades came through. The rotors as well as the tire blankets came through, so we should be in with a chance of having a little performance boost. But anyway, it doesn't seem like it's going to have too big of an impact. Third bottom, but let's move on to race weekend, test out the car, and see if we have some pace around the United States Grand Prix circuit. Welcome to qualifying at the US Grand Prix. Now, this is going to be an interesting qualifying session. The second half of the season, of course, is a very difficult time for us. I always struggle at most of the circuits in the second half of the season, so I'm no stranger to being very slow in the second half of the season. As is the case with the US Grand Prix, we are very slow. We are at the back of the grid no matter what tire we are on. I think we just about barely beat Latifi in the Williams, and of course Mazepin is at the back of the grid anyway. So we are setting around P17, P18 lap times, and that is not good enough in order for us to score some points, which is the objective of our races recently. Also, we had a weird notice. So I was hoping for a weather update, but I got this weird driver moves email from Max. Like, it's the middle of the end of the season, so to say. Like, it's like the final fourth of the season, and you're talking about driver moves. I don't know what that was all about. I mean, driver moves happen at the end of the season and at the middle of the season after the Hungarian Grand Prix. Not quite sure why that notification popped up, and it kind of put everything into a twist, because when I was in practice, I started noticing that there were rain stints planned for qualifying and the race itself. So I'm not quite sure when the rain will come and what kind of weather conditions it'll be. Right now, qualifying seems to be very wet. It seems to be full-on wet conditions, but I don't want to compromise my strategy for the race itself. So right now, it looks like there will be a rainy stint halfway through the race itself. Around 15 minutes in, we're going to have a small rain shower, and then 30 minutes in, we're going to have heavy showers. So I'm debating whether or not I should put on the dry setup for qualifying, or if I should put on a wet setup to balance that. It seems like by the end of the Grand Prix, it'll be full wet. So I am quite unsure. I'm quite unsure. I think the only thing we will do is improve the front aero a little and keep everything else the same, because I don't want to compromise, as I said, my early doors race. So anyway, we'll try to set a lap on the dry setup with heavy front wings. We shall see if that will help us secure a position in the later stages of the Grand Prix qualifying sessions. Let's see. Very slow time here. Oh, I'm so slow here. Oh wow, P17 though. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. Nearly a second improved. 8 tenths or so. P16, we're very close. Oh, so very close. It seems like the track is evolving quite quickly around here. A whole second gained. P13 for us. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Let me see if I can quickly get out again. Weren't able to, but we did make it out of Q1. Wow, what a showing from us. Lewis Hamilton with a 144.3. My lap was a 147.0. Lance Stroll in P15 as well. So both Aston Martins get passed into Q2. Ricciardo, Latifi, Mazepin, Russell, and Schumacher get knocked out. Daniel Ricciardo didn't set a time. Interesting. Maybe he's getting a whole new engine, so he decided not to take a lap here. But anyway, we're moving on. Let's see what happens in Q2. Our banker lap isn't the greatest right now. I just made too many mistakes on this lap, but it's a banker lap nonetheless. Yeah, no surprise there. I think I can improve massively on this lap, so let's keep going. We're here for 2-3 laps. Let's go. We tried, but I think we're making it out. The other cars are just too quick. Yeah, unlucky. The Aston Martin cars are too slow around here. We are at the bottom of the top 15, 15th and 14th respectively between myself and Stroll. Raikkonen, Giovinazzi and Ocon also get knocked out, so we will bow out now, but it's good chance for a good race on race day. Of course, engine penalties might come into play, so let's see where we end up on race day, and let's see if we can get a good result considering the weather change.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, around the 20 corners of the wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles an hour, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the very long back straight into turn 12. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Lando Norris and Giovinazzi. Fernando Alonso, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Verstappen, the rookie and Charles Leclerc, they've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher, Russell, Pierre Gasly and Ocon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Raikkonen, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi. Ricciardo and Nikita Mazepin. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, so let's get this Grand Prix underway. Let's take a look at our strategy. Let's edit our strategy. Medium to softs, I think, will be a decent call because the rain stint, right? We want to be ready for the rain. I'm going to lower our fuel just under. I don't think we need too much fuel because the rain is going to come, so I'll be excited for that. Let's race. Let's race. I'm excited for this one. Let's see if we got the strategy on point. Lights out. We're underway here. Great start considering we're on mediums. Oh my god, someone lost a wing.
Caution, the
Virtual safety car's out.
just been deployed due to a buildup of debris on the track.
Not surprised. Vehicle condition.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I'm surprised I didn't get a puncture after driving over the Williams front wing. Weather report.
Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Okay, he doesn't want to... Seems like Jeff doesn't want to give me detailed weather reports here. Okay, green flag running. Wow, shoved Alonso wide a bit. But that was clean apparently. Thank you, Alonso, for leaving the space. Okay, we're running now. We are back running. Alright, let's see if I can take these slaloms well. That's okay. That's okay. Not too bad. Slow compared to the AI, obviously. Because the AI loves to have extra grip around there. Idiota. Idiota. Absolute idiot. Why are you making that move, Sainz? Or Leclerc? I don't know who that was. Leclerc. Latifi's out. Absolute idiot, Leclerc. Why are you going safety car? Okay.
Increasing risks, they're moving from a virtual to a full safety car. The safety car is waiting for the leader. You may overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
Absolute idiot. Raikkonen's disqualified as well. Tsunoda's out. Oh, disqualified. Why are you making that move? I closed that line immediately, bro. Alright, safety cars coming in. Skies aren't looking too great right now. Seems like rain is coming soon. Gonna prepare my downforce up to 10 so that we can move on to the wets or inters. We shall see. Here we go. How much of an acceleration do people get out of there? Unbelievable. Well, lost the position to Alonso.
Win that place back.
Oh, rain's coming. Ah, exceeding track limits, that's fine. First warning.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Oh wow, enters immediately, okay.
copy that.
Oh boy, look at the line of cars behind us. How do the cars ahead have so much grip? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Boxer slap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
There's yellow flags.
Yellow flag.
What's happening there? Looks like a Haas is retiring. Okay, we're in for inters. I think everyone's in for inters. People are gonna get held up for sure. There's a long line of cars coming. Oh no! Oh god. I just ran straight through one of the pit crew there. Giovinazzi's out. Okay, interesting. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna head up for longer.
To go. One stop left in this strategy.
Alright, let's see. P6 right now. Let's keep this up. How does the AI have so much control through these slaloms on wets, by the way? And I think, like, are they on wet? I don't know. I think I should stop asking questions here. AI's broken. Get out of the way, Norris. Switchback of dreams. See you later, son. Let's try and catch Sainz and Hamilton, please. Let me guess, Stroll and Bottas have stayed out on dry tires in these conditions. I mean, the other option is to go until the end of the Grand Prix on these tires, which is a possibility. Switchback of dreams again. That's what you love to see. Oh boy. That's gonna happen a lot, I think. That's my best defense.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
What are you doing, Lando Norris? Man just cut the whole corner. Yeah, Sainz and Alonso are away. My car is not the fastest, so my fight with Lando is keeping me behind. I'm waiting for the heavy wet stint to come, because I think I might try a Yarno up mirror strategy of staying out on inters and seeing it out, because it's gonna lighten up towards the end of the race. So I think minimizing our pit stops might be the golden ticket to us getting onto the podium or maintaining this points position, you know. Weather report.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Okay, it says it's gonna lighten up now, so this should be the most rain falling onto the circuit, I believe. Still inters time, so I wonder if wets will ever come.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you
Okay.
on the intermediate tyres.
Well, I don't think I'll be pitting. Sorry to break your heart, Jeff. Oh, Lando tried the lunge. Got the switchback of dreams again. Hit it to me, Jeff. Oh, it's wets time. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look and see how the tires feel. That turn didn't feel too great. Weather report.
Forecast suggests the rain is going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Yeah, I'm staying on the inters then. And I might not pit because we just need to go 10 more laps. I think by the end of 10 laps I should have like 70% worn inters, which should be fine. I trust my tire saving skills.
Okay, a few drivers are fitting wet tyres. We might need to change soon.
Nah, Jeff, I got you. If the information you fed me is correct, my strategy is the best strategy right now.
Gap to car in front is 12.1 seconds.
So I overtook Alonso and Sainz in the pits. The Mercedes are running away with it. Absolute bizarre scenes. Now the thing is, will the Mercedes still need to pit one more time? Yeah, like I still have grip. I still have grip. It's not impossible to drive right now. I think there may be a time when they still need to pit one more time. I could win this if I'm careful. Uh-oh, this is not gonna end well. Okay, they took each other out. That's fine with me. Whoa, that was scary. These guys are relentless. It seems like the weather's getting worse and worse. Seems like my strategy call may have been a blunder, but I still have grip. Which means that my strategy call is not all too bad. What is he doing? Vehicle condition.
We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
What is going on with these McLarens, man? What the bloody heck's going on? illegal overtake in the penultimate turn, and then what is that? Why do I have more grip than you guys? You guys aren't fresh wets.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Doesn't matter because it's the last lap of the Grand Prix and we've done well to survive on the inters. Weather report.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes, inters and wets will probably have similar pace at the moment.
You see, it's inters time.
Final lap of the race.
Inters time. And I've survived long enough. As you can see, Ricciardo is starting to lose grip. It's not wet tire anymore, it's inters. So no matter how hard they push, I should have a speed advantage, despite my inters being in puncture territory, I think. Tire status?
This is your final lap of the race.
Okay. Look at that, nearly 70%. Valtteri Bottas has already finished. He's 1 minute and 10 seconds ahead of us. But what a drive to secure P3, man. Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Mercedes duo, very dominant. And there we go. We are extending the gap to Ricciardo despite him dumping his ERS right now. The wets are not sticking to the track. My inters are, despite being 70% worn now. Mega drive. You see, Jeff? You gotta leave the strategy to me. I know best. You feed me the information, I make the strategy calls. My strategy team are on vacation in the Maldives right now. Because they're useless. Because I got the best strategy out of everyone and I'm in the car. And there we go. Completing the Grand Prix P3. Marvelous podium with a risky strategy, but it paid off. Let's go.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
It's a heroic effort for any drivers to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and have the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
There we go, P3 by the end of it, standing next to the Mercedes team. Wow, absolutely stunning race. Fantastic, risky strategy. Eventually, really paid off. That was a marvelous Grand Prix. I'm so happy we finally got on the podium. More points for Aston Martin. Let's go. Alright, that was a strong performance from us today. Valtteri Bottas and Hamilton on the podium alongside myself. Ricciardo, Norris, Gasly, Verstappen, Sainz, Alonso, Schumacher in the top 10, Ocon, Perez, Russell, Stroll, Mazepin round out the finishers with Giovinazzi, Latifi, Leclerc, Raikkonen, and Tsunoda not finishing the race. Let's take a look at the standings. This is going to look interesting. We still have an 8-point lead against Ricciardo. Valtteri Bottas, of course, is way ahead. So I think P5 may be the best we can finish in the drivers. Lance Stroll down there with 24 points, unable to score points today again. Constructor standings wise, we are 10 points away from Ferrari, and AlphaTauri are 11 points away from us. 1 point gap between the two teams. If I can get my teammate up in the points and I can get another podium, we will easily overtake these guys. Let's see if that can happen over the next couple Grand Prix. 52 point gap between Mercedes and Red Bull, so the fight for the constructors is still alive. Mercedes just need a strong showing like today in order to bridge that gap. Still very tight as well. I nearly forgot to mention Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. The race is tight in this series as well. Max Verstappen has a 19-point lead against Hamilton, but of course if Hamilton gets a race win or something, he can easily bridge that gap and even overtake Verstappen. So we'll see how things proceed. Hopefully we are in for another stunning title challenge. Not gonna lie, that was the most risky strategy I've ever performed here. The riskiest strategy paid off dividends today. Start from P9. I thought the rain stint would come a lot later than expected, but then I guess I also had the safety car early doors. Leclerc just clattered into the side of me. After looking at the replay, I think it's a 50-50 kind of racing incident. Not quite sure. It seems like Leclerc was almost overtaking me on the inside, but like it was kind of, you know, up in the air who had the right to that turn. So I think it's just a racing incident. I don't know for sure. Let me know what you guys think. But also after that safety car, I think it helped the AI save their tires a little and also waste a couple laps. And yeah, I think that's what caused them to have a little bit of luck in the rain. But then even more lucky was us. We were able to survive on the intermediates for a very, very, very long time throughout for pretty much the rest of the race, and we were on 72% wear in the tires. And then also the AI really struggled to overtake me. Like they would go for the turn, I would brake early, and then they would just keep going. Like they didn't have any traction or something. They just went and then smashed into each other and stuff. So I got lucky there, I think, or I was just clinical with my driving. But yeah, the Inters had an immense amount of grip late on into the Grand Prix as well, even if it was full wet. So I don't know what to say. That is quite impressive that we were able to survive on the Inters for the rest of the Grand Prix. I'm very happy with that result. That was another podium for the memory books. Next up is the Mexican Grand Prix, so let's see if we will have more weather situations like today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when I upload next. More F1 content will be going up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out. We're also trying to hit 600 subscribers on the channel, so please do help us reach that goal by pressing the red subscribe button down below. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys at the next Grand Prix.